Hello guys and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment Part 6. We are still investigating the missing train that sadly happened during the pilgrimage of Mr. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. Travelling on the train when suddenly the train... they're waiting for a train when the train suddenly just disappeared like that.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
This is going on for a bit too long. Lovely. I don't know. Ooh, look.
This is the cabin for the mine's security personnel.
What should we do next, Holmes?
A telegraph.
A telegraph. Oh god, this is boring now. We'll move on. Where do I find these fucking walls? Oh.
This postbag belongs to the station master. The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
What does this mean? I'm trying to... I think we need to speak to the station master again now. Come on, sonny boy, explain yourself.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid. Waiting all again. Actually,
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
oh bloody hell. Oh, will I ever find it? Will I ever get past it? Oh, shit. There. Oh, bloody hell, 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 bloody hell.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, it's becoming a bloody disaster.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
Oh god, this is taking forever. Bloody hell, Watson, you don't have to move out the way. Well, that's it, just step back, you...
Railway post bags.
Railway post bags. Oh, no. Oh god, guys, this is taking forever, look. Shit.
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
A telegraph.
Don't touch anything, please.
Sherlock Holmes.
Don't touch anything, please. Don't touch anything, please.
What?
Don't touch anything, please.
Say that again.
Don't touch anything, please.
You what?
Don't touch anything, please.
Oh god, this is an absolute fucking nightmare. So fucking... Get back here, 'cause I'm running out of ideas now, see. What's down there? There's got to be something interesting around here. Fuck it. Oof. Oh, people, I don't know what to do. I'm out of ideas, see? Aha. Uh, Aha.
Here it is.
Ooh.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
Where is this guy?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Who's the fucking one? Oh, duh. To Calais, quick as you can.
The switch is rusted, but it still works. The switch is rusted. This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us.
This road should go in the same direction as the...
Oh, bugger. Oh, will I ever get this finished? Whew. Blimey.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Jesus Christ. Oh god, this is going on for ages and ages and ages. Side of a white branch. Examine this.
What should we do next, Holmes?
A telegraph.
A telegraph. Haha.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Jesus. Mischief. This.
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. The
Ah.
rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The railway ends here. That is strange.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
Jesus.
The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Explains it.
All these trains and railway stations, Chileans, Mexicans, and Robinson with his prototype. Holmes, I'm utterly lost.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Right, okay.
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
I'm gonna get one out. I'm gonna get one out. I'm gonna get one out.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. The rails have... The rails have... There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
Oh god, this is a disaster. Oh, what is this?
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd. Traces. Let's take a closer look. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle. This road should lead to the town of Evesham. It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station, and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. And why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
Jennings. A chance to resolve the conflict. I'm gonna go with the second choice on that one.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
Splendid. Oh. I'm on to a new case.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
Oh no.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits. The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute.
Bloody hell.
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and Datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the buff, but... what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Oh, bloody hell. But all that will come in part 7, because right now I'm going to wrap up part 6. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys, as usual. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed it. I know it was pretty long, pretty boring, but we got there in the end. So stay tuned for part 7, and I will see you all soon. Thank you very much for watching once again. Take care.